Hey guys, I'm just chilling over here, tired as usual. For people that know me well, they know I hate the sun. I'm just not a sun heat person. But how's your summer so far? I'm getting a lot of feedback through private messaging that people want me to continue to not even just fully out express myself and everything. Because my style is, I don't, go disrespecting people, but no one should ever be silenced or keep their injustices that are externally outside of their jurisdiction that are done to them quiet. So there's an international organization, community, called BIRTHRIGHT Armenia. Why I've put the word shit in the middle of the title is because that is exactly what it is. Shit. A shit organization. So, BIRTHRIGHT Armenia is an organization that is funded by a diasporan Armenian, or a family of diasporan Armenians, who are pretty wealthy or laid off, okay, financially. Now, the head director, Sevan Kabakyan, who is known to be worldwide by a majority of people to be a masochistic asshole, very egoistical man, goes from a very passive to an aggressive attitude towards its volunteers who, for free, are born and raised in other nations and travel to Armenia to find themselves, to advance the nation, and to hopefully stay in the country and live their life. Now, this BIRTHRIGHT Armenia has a set of policies that the volunteers agree upon for the volunteers, as well as for its staff members and for the organization as a whole to be living according by, okay? Majority of them do not fulfill this, okay? Now, the Gyumri office opened up about 2-3 years ago. I've been here for 4 years, so the Gyumri office must have opened about 4 or 5 years ago. I know the time is flying by, I'm losing track. They just opened up one in Lori, Vanatsor. I've spent a good 3-4 years hearing over 100 volunteers complain, and I have my own share of stories, okay, where there's violation, rape from the employees to the volunteers, the staff member and Sevan Kabakyan absolutely doing nothing except, again, being passive-aggressive, yelling and screaming at people. They don't fire them. People just leave on their own, which would be majority of Yerevan staff, because in Gyumri, one of the males was a rapist. He left because he couldn't get a job after that. He went to Russia. The girl is a big mouth who talks shit about almost every single person. Okay? Literally. And they've changed 3 guys staff. There's only 2 staff. They're legit controlling the entire volunteers from ABC and BIRTHRIGHT Armenia who come, in Gyumri. So anything goes. Legit. Anything goes. Yerevan is 2 hours away. They're not watched. They're not observed. And they lie a lot. And they admit that they don't follow the policies, at least to each other. And when volunteers speak about these things, they're put down. Manipulation, reverse psychology, treated like horribly. 2020, if I'm not mistaken, there was a group of people that were thinking about laying a lawsuit on BIRTHRIGHT Armenia for their lack of care and so on. I'm just really glad I'm not dealing with these people anymore. I could get into full detail about personal experiences and just the mistreatment from my own as well as I am absolutely, truly done, and I will not withhold the truth. I'm a human rights advocate. I have been my entire life almost, just as much as I've been, other things professionally. And I go by that. I don't just pretend to do it for money. human rights advocating has been for free work that I've been doing my entire life, especially to a nation or an organization, coming to a nation where you're vulnerable and you're coming there as a youth or even an adult, told that you're going to be safe and protected, whether it's through a home, whether it's through a community, whether it's through a group of supportive and understanding people that they're. So I highly recommend, if you're Armenian or non-Armenian coming and looking into it, don't look into that organization. There's other ways on getting here, staying safe, and having a support system and group, okay? Or other information, whether it's my personal or other people's personal, and they're all very factual, very, very factual. And with all those volunteers who call him these things because he is and he shows himself this way, and the fact that they all get together regularly and hide their tracks, never say sorry, never admit their fault, never change their doing, yet they're part of an organization that claims these things. A lot of volunteers who were in love with Gumri were going to stay here, but because of their mistreatment, they couldn't take it anymore. They went to Yerevan. They stayed in Yerevan or they left. Because Yerevan, there's much more options. But that's not important right now. If you ask me, or if you're contacting me in regards to that organization, I highly, 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 highly ask that you do not get involved with it, because everyone complains about them. It's a very small percentage amount of people who are happy with that organization for a month, who either have connections to an outside home here, meaning not involved in hostessing or family housing, family hostess, you know what I mean? And who are not involved in that organization or community, or don't really have intentions of staying here. So I don't recommend it. And if you want to know personal, like I said, I will give them out to you, or I'll make another video on the side to this one. But it is your fucking right to speak up on whatever injustice has been done to you. You should not be silenced, because their way of saying something is, we care about our reputation. If you care about your reputation and you want to silence your volunteers because you care about how you appear to other people and don't want to destroy your reputation, how about you actually practice what you preach? How about you actually, hire people who actually care about their volunteers? And as Khachik told me, we don't help people. Why did the volunteer, he came to my house 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. And he got his father, who lied. They lie. They say they're trained in Russia. They know how to install doors, which was a lie. They butchered my doors. I was going to even file a lawsuit. And Sevan Kabakyan just calls me negative because he doesn't want to take any responsibility, nor even confront them. Injustice is injustice. Oh, we don't help people. Why do the volunteers say, can you help me? Well, I don't know, maybe because you're a fucking coordinator. That's your role. But it's just pretty horrible. It's horrifying, actually, the amount of stories I've heard from others, as well as myself, but really from other people. And I can tell you about 2 handfuls of women and even some guys who have stayed here in Gumri because I have encouraged them ongoingly to stay here. Some in Yerevan, but here as well, that weren't even going to stay in Yerevan, who hated fucking this birthright. And I defended them at one point. I defended birthright at one point. They tried to shut me up by me joining my organization with them. Sona tried to get me just to shut me up about the whole rape incident. Oh, there's a huge fucking story about this, and they all know, and I'm sure Adele Hovnanian is aware too. She knows me. She knows my name. They know. But there comes a point in time where you realize you cannot play this fucking game with everyone. Do you get what I'm saying? If it's not me who's going to be shutting you. They all partake in a form of denial and abuse of denial. All of them, every single one of them. Cover up their tracks, each other's tracks. And it's just wrong. It's just utterly, completely wrong. And like I said, if you have plans of moving to Armenia or you want to volunteer, sweetie, there's other routes, there's other ways. Just be safe, Yeah. There was something else I wanted to say in this regards, but I guess I'll just make another video eventually because the heat and my brain. It hurts. I need some water. So farewell for now, and I will keep you posted, and you keep me posted too, because for those people who stayed here, I wrote out their business plans. They all started organizations. I wrote out the grants that they received. They all fucking know. A girl who does khachkars in Gyumri who married a Gyumritsi who's Lebanese. One example of the way that Sevan Kabakyan deals with things, they all have like spies working for each other who take screenshots of conversations, right? Which I've done in a sense of done that to them, and I've wrote out emails to them to see what they're gonna say in regards to the injustices. One, they don't call back because they know they're wrong and they hide it. And what they do is they plan to do reverse psychology. So the only time you'll be getting a call from Sevan or anybody else is to get yelled at that you're going against the policy. But they know damn very well when they're going against the policy, they either don't admit it, they deny it, or they're going to throw it on you and put the story on you that what you're doing is wrong. So if you're leaving your country to come volunteer here, please, you do not need additional fucking stress in your life, okay?